Good morning. It's not Monday. Today is Tuesday. I am not supposed to be here. I am supposed to be in Bournemouth with my mum for a couple of days. I was supposed to go up there yesterday. That was the plan. And as you can see, that has not happened. I'm not very well, or I haven't been very well. Yesterday I felt really nauseous and just not at all well. And usually when that's happened before, I've gone back to bed. I suspect it's Mounjaro related. I don't know, it could be a bug, but who knows? I'm not medically trained, so I do not know. But went back to bed for a couple of hours, and usually, or when it's happened in the past a couple of times, I felt fine after that, and after a couple of hours I did not feel fine. So I phoned my mum and said that I would postpone until today, and then last night I still didn't feel completely better, and this morning I still don't feel completely better, so I am not going. I have got up this morning. It's 9:30. I got up this morning and done a few bits and pieces, but I'm definitely not right still. I really don't feel great at all. So I'm going to try and take it easy today. I don't like it when plans change. I am not a person for whom or when plans go awry, I think it's the Virgo in me, don't like the lack of planning and pre-organisation. It throws me a bit, but apart from that, feeling grotty as well really doesn't help. You might wonder what I am doing with my under eyes. I am using this, which has come up a lot in my Instagram ads recently. It's Up Circle Eye Cream, and it comes with this little twizzly eye cream device, I guess you'd say. And it's a caffeine eye cream. Has other things in it as well, but caffeine is sort of the main ingredient. And I've seen so many. I remembered that I had this. It's come up in my Instagram and Facebook ads and stuff recently, and TikTok, and there's so many before and after photos. And I remembered that I had it. I can't remember what it came in, whether it was an advent calendar or a box, or I definitely didn't buy it. But whether it was a free gift with something else, I do not know, or perhaps in a beauty box. I honestly don't know. I don't get any of the beauty boxes through the monthly ones through the post that I used to get anymore, which is fine. I have more than enough beauty products. Let's not be incorrect about that, or let's not. The wrong words are coming out of my mouth today, aren't they? But yeah, it might have been the Time of Your Life box that this came in. Anyway, I saw this stuff in the advert. I saw all the amazing before and after photos, and I thought I must dig that out and give it a go and see if it gets rid of all these dark circles and under eye bags. It's not meant to be instantaneous, I don't think. But the device I showed you the other week definitely wasn't for me. I gave that another couple of goes, but it was too heavy. I felt it was dragging my eye down. It didn't attach properly. And I got an email from the company after I did my review of that, saying that there should have been 2 of them in the box, which I thought was very weird. How can you send out a brand new box that should have 2 things in and it's only got 1 in? Very odd. Anyway, never mind. So I'm having a go with this. I'm trying to do it daily, although I didn't manage to do it yesterday. And I haven't taken any before photos, actually, but I thought we would see how I get on with it over a period of time. It's only the second time I've used it, so I should probably do some before photos to see what it looks like, and then use it for a month or something and see if I get an improvement. That's the box that the eye roller comes in. Plans for today, obviously, I do not have, because I was meant to be in Bournemouth with my mum, and I'm not. I'm going to put on a bit of makeup to try and make myself feel better, and I've got to go and drop some parcels off, and I have got to pop to the supermarket. Will and Georgie are coming back tomorrow early in the morning for a bit. Their flat purchase is still not completed, so they're coming back for a while. And I need to go to the supermarket, pick up some bits, and yeah, that's probably about it. I should probably be spending the rest of the day on the sofa. Honestly, the power of putting on a bit of makeup is not to be dismissed. I just feel so much better for having put on a bit of makeup and feeling better. Right, let's just do a few empties, and it is only a few. I've got a Batiste dry shampoo. Don't really use dry shampoo anymore. It's taken me literally years to finish this, so I haven't bought a new one to replace it. I've got a Shein lipstick, which was nice but too dark for me. That's the colour, and it's really very dark. It comes out even darker than it looks, and I looked a bit corpse-like. It was a bit too purpley for me. So yeah, that one was a fail. This one is a Tarte lip, juicy lip plump, really nice, completely finished, all gone, as you can see. A Body Shop Vitamin C moisturiser, which is lovely, and I will replace that. It's my favourite morning moisturiser. Smells lovely, and it's rich without being too rich, really moisturising and emollient without being too rich. I will replace this, but I want to finish off all the other ones that I've just sorted out my skincare. I've just been doing a big sort out of everything in my bedroom, which I've finished now. I've done my bedroom, my bathroom, just got to do my dressing room. But yeah, I sorted out all my skincare, and I want to use up everything that I've got before I start replacing things. So I won't be buying a new one of those until I've got through some of the other moisturisers that I have in the cupboard. A couple of perfume samples. This is the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt, which I thought was very manly, didn't love it. This one I really didn't like at all. As you can see from the fact that there's that much left in it, is the Jimmy Choo Rose Passion. Yeah, not for me. Also, thankfully in this case, didn't last very long on me, which, considering what I assume is the price of this, it's not really acceptable that it lasts less than an hour on me. That lasted, which I was grateful for because I didn't like the smell of it, but yeah. And then finally I've got a little Tarte lip gloss, which came in a set with an eyeshadow palette that I bought from Vinted, I think. It was a limited edition eyeshadow palette, a Christmas holiday season release, as Tarte's sakes, they're an American brand, and it had two little lip glosses in it. This one has gone off. It smells very funky. The eyeshadow is fine, and the other lip gloss is also fine, and I quite like it, but this one doesn't smell quite right, so that is going. Right, that's my empties. I'm off to the supermarket. Thought I'd just show you today's lunch, as it looks so nice. I've got a protein bagel with some cherry tomatoes halved, and in here I have a fried egg with the yolk broken, some avocado and a slice of ham, a little bit of lemon juice, some black pepper, some garlic granules and some chilli flakes. Looking forward to this. I've got to tell you about this. I lost it for ages and I found it again today, and I've been having a lovely time cleaning all my screens and my glasses. This is just the best glasses cleaner I have found. It's called Whoosh for some reason, and it doesn't actually say... Oh, it does it? Yes, it has got a picture of glasses on the side, but I bought it for my computer screens and iPad screens. Talking of which, I haven't yet done my phone screen. I'm going to do that. Comes with a little cloth as well, and it just makes all the smearing come off effortlessly, and it seems to last for a while as well. I had glasses wipes before. Oh, there we are. I had glasses wipes before I bought this, and I found that they worked quite well, but the smearing came back really quickly. I don't know what this has in it. It doesn't smell particularly unpleasant. You know, some of them have a really strong smell, almost like nail polish remover. Doesn't smell very strong at all. But it's brilliant. It sort of repels the dust on the computer screen, which is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description box, having banged on about it for ages. I think it came from Amazon, and it certainly wasn't expensive, and I've had it for absolutely ages, albeit I did lose it for a while, as I said, and I found it in the drawer it shouldn't have been in, or not the drawer it should have been in today. So I've been madly cleaning everything for the last half an hour going around and finding all my pairs of glasses, which are many, because it drives me mental when I can't find any glasses. Anyway, yes, I'll pop a link in. It's from Amazon and it's very, very, very good. I am feeling better, I'm pleased to tell you. Much, much better than I was this morning. Not perfect, but I have taken it easy today. I've done a little bit of stuff, then I've made sure to go and sit down for 20 minutes and relax, and then a little bit more stuff, and then have another sit down. So I have definitely taken it easier today. Not as easy as I took it yesterday, but easier today. And yeah, feeling a lot better, much better this time today as I was this time yesterday. I've just made a arrabbiata sauce, pasta sauce for dinner. Actually, I'm going to have pasta arrabbiata, although I might have courgette noodles rather than actual pasta because I'm not massively hungry. And quite often, even before I was on a diet, actually, I tried to I would prefer to have courgette noodles rather than spaghetti when we had spag bowl. Don't know what it is. I've always been an absolute huge lover of pasta, and I still am, don't get me wrong, but just occasionally I'm quite happy with courgette noodles rather than spaghetti. The sun's actually been out for a couple of hours this afternoon, not properly out, but there was a lightness in the sky that there hasn't been for about 10 days, so that's been nice. I am mounting a rescue mission for my skin. I noticed this afternoon that my foundation had gone dry and cakey and patchy, and basically it had all been sucked into my skin by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and just left lots of little patches, which is generally a sign that my skin is really, really, really super dry, which can be a number of things. It can be the fact that I wasn't using a cleansing balm. I was using up a cleanser that was more of a, not quite foaming, but heading in that direction, which always dries out my skin. So I have just got rid of that. Got another new cleansing balm out. Had plenty of cleansing balm, but I was just trying to use this other cleanser up because I had it. Can also be central heating and cold weather, both of which are prevalent at the moment, let's say. And also not feeling my best, probably does dehydrated me a bit as well, and my skin. So I've currently got this on, which is, I used to use this every week religiously, and I haven't done for the last 2 or 3 months. And that could be a reason that I am like I am. Hang on one sec, I will read out what it is. It's the Ordinary AHA and BHA Peeling Solution. You put it on, it's a very liquidy thing. It comes with a dropper. You can see it's a bit of a scary colour, but it is so good. It's tingly on the face, it's very active. If you've got sensitive skin, you might want to give this a swerve, but it really does what it says. It's a liquid peel. It's got all those acids in it that really get into your skin and take off that top layer of unpleasant dryness. So I'm doing that. I'm going to go back to doing this once a week. And you leave on for 10 minutes, then wash it off basically. And I've also got these that are like a rescue treatment. I've probably shown these before, but I always keep a box of these in because you never know when you might need them. Like today, it's the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peel. And it's basically a 2-step peel that you use for 3 or 4 days. 5 days, apparently. 5 days you use it for, because there's 5 lots of 2 in here. And the first one is exfoliate and smooth, and you follow it straight away. It's like a little towelette type thing infused with stuff, and you do it before your evening moisturiser. So you do the exfoliate and smooth, and then you do the anti-aging neutraliser directly afterwards, and then I think you follow it up with your skincare. Does it say? Yeah, follow with a serum and moisturiser of your choice. These are so good as a rescue for dry skin, just really, really good. So I'm going to use those for the next 5 nights and hopefully get my skin back to tippity top condition. I'll pop links in for both of those. Evenings are definitely drawing out. I think I said that last week, didn't I? It's just after 5:15 now, and it's still almost properly light, which is really quite pleasant. All we need now There's a bit of sunshine. I've seen a few daffodils coming up. We could do with some hyacinths and tulips and things, some spring flowers. My primroses haven't come out yet, but yes, I feel like we just need a little bit of spring flowers going on, and we'll be heading for spring. It might even, where are we now? The 18th, aren't we? So I'm going to do some spring decor in my house at the beginning of March, because I feel like March is the month of spring, isn't it? March and April. Right, I'll catch you later. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I feel so much better today, which is good news. Pleased about that. Please excuse the wide ankle mess. I might make you a bit narrower actually, so you can't see it. But do you remember a few weeks ago I told you about an issue that I'd had with a brand called Halara, who make comfortable jeans and trousers amongst other things, and I was doing a paid video for them, and long story short, they basically ghosted me after I emailed them after I'd received the clothing and raised some issues with it. After I made that video, they saw the video and reached out to me and apologised profusely, explained that the person that I'd been dealing with at the company had left and they hadn't had a chance to follow up on her emails, or I'd been slipped my email and slipped through the net or something. And they offered to send me some more clothes free of obligation, just to see if I could find ones that worked better for me and didn't have the quality issues that I'd found with some of the first things. So I'm going to show you, I got, I think, 7 various pairs of bottoms, trousers and leggings and various things. So I'm going to show you 4 this week, and I'll probably show you the other 3 next week, mostly because I can't be bothered to get in and out of 7 pairs of trousers this morning. But and as I said, these have been sent to me free of charge. I did have an issue with the company before. I'm not under any obligation to post anything. I'm just showing you because I thought it would be of interest. Having told you the original story, you might be interested in seeing what they look like when they turned up. Anyway, without further ado, and I've just realised I've put on the current pair of trousers and I haven't looked at the sizing and what have you. Anyway, these are the flared leggings. Let me step back and show you. As you can see, these fit quite nicely. Length, I've got them on just with normal trainers, and flared leggings would not be my comfort zone normally, and I'm not sure I'd wear them other than in the house at the current time. However, the length is much better on these than it was on a lot of the trousers that I had from them before. With the without the trainers, they were touching the floor, but with the trainers, they're absolutely fine. I like the shape of them actually with the flare. I wasn't sure I was going to like it. They're not super tight across the tummy, but they do have a bit of a double band here going on, so they do sort of hold everything in. And I think my bum doesn't look dreadful, and they've got sort of they've got actual real pockets there. So yeah, these are not bad. Lengthwise, much better than what I received before, so a tick for those. Next we have these, which are the leggings I got in XL, by the way. These are some of their skinny jeans. I got these in XL Petite. As you can see, these come up on the ankles on me. I don't know if they're supposed to be slightly cropped. I would say they're sort of 7/8 jeans. They are so super comfy. I feel like they fit quite nicely. It's good sizing. Again, I got them in the XL. They feel comfy on the waist. They just stretch in all directions and feel so nice. They look all right on the bum, I think. The denim is, I would say, quite thin. Perfect for spring, summer. Not so much for winter, these, but that's okay. I bought these with sort of spring, summer in mind, and because of the crop length, I think they'll probably work better for that. So yeah, happy with those, I think. Okay, this next pair, I'm not sure what I feel about these. These are just a sort of relaxed fit, can't remember what they called them, like maybe a jogger or something, although they're not really a jogger because they've got a button and zip fastening. Now these have got a pleat front, which I don't feel is particularly flattering on me. I tend to get bunching around here with pleat front trousers. They've got pockets. The fabric's really nice and lightweight. I've just got them on with wedges. They're mildly long on me. These ones didn't come in a petite, so I had to get the regular. And they come in various colours. Most things come in various colours, even the jeans, different washes and what have you. These ones I don't love, if I'm perfectly honest. but I think that's due to the cut and the style rather than anything being intrinsically wrong with them. They do feel, as I say, really nice and lightweight. The fabric is almost slightly textured, almost like an Airtex texture, if that makes sense. Remember Airtex PE shirts we used to have at school made of Airtex? Anyway, one more pair to show you and then we're done. Final pair. I like these. These might be my favourite actually. I've left them till last because I'm going to wear them today. So I thought, left them till last because I'm going to wear them today, so I'm actually dressed for the day now. These are, I think they're a boot cut or a slim leg flare, I can't remember. I'll link them all in the description box anyway. And also, in case you're interested in buying any, I will ask Halara if they've got a code. They may, so if I get one from them, I will pop it in the description box. But yeah, I really like these. I love this shape, as you know. I'm quite into slim boot cut at the moment. I feel like it works well for my shape. They're, again, fairly thin denim, perfect for spring, summer. They just seem to stretch in every direction. These ones are slightly tight around the waist. These are an XL petite again, and good length for me, definitely a good length. Not everything comes in petite, but it's definitely worth if you're, I'm 5'3", so if you're 5'3", and something does come in petite and you're ordering, I would go for the petite because, as I said, I had issues previously. That's my bum in these ones anyway, but yeah, super comfortable. I see why people rave about them now, the Halara jeans. I will just reiterate though, I do not recommend the tops, the skirts and the dresses. The quality issues I had with those for the price were not great at all, but the trousers, everything I've tried on today, pretty good. Okay, a few people have asked me about Fred the tortoise. I mentioned him last week because he'd woken up from hibernation. And this is Fred. He is currently living in the spare bedroom. That is his nighttime abode, his little hutch there. But it's too cold yet for him to go outside. So yeah, a few people asked me about him in comments. We've had Fred since he was 2 years old, when William was about 8, so he's around 20 now. I say he, we don't actually know whether he is a boy or a girl, because it's not that easy to sex a tortoise unless you've got another one to compare it to, and we've only got the one. Fred has had quite an adventurous life. Where we lived before, we had a big enclosed garden with fence all the way around it, and he was able to roam completely free in the garden, which was lovely. Here, not so much. We don't have an enclosed garden at all. So he lives in the courtyard out the back, which has flower beds all the way around it, and we corral him in there. It's quite a big space. There's a lot of patio and there's flower beds for him to dig and all that sort of thing. And let's face it, tortoises don't lead a very exciting life. They eat and they sleep and they hibernate. And they sunbathe a little bit when it's sunny, so he doesn't need like a whole garden really. I think that's anthropomorphising somewhat, isn't it? But people very often ask me about hibernation, tortoise hibernation. Please excuse my laundry drying on the banister there. He hibernates every winter. We have tried to get him, all the books tell you your tortoise should hibernate in a box in a warm or a cool, dry place, and we have tried every year to get him to hibernate in a box or in his hutch that I just showed you, and he just will not have it at all. He will not go to sleep. He wants to be in the garden and he wants to bury himself in the earth. All the books tell you your tortoise will die if they do that. This tortoise has not died. As you can see, he is in rude health. So yes, when he's ready to hibernate, which last year was at the end of August, he just digs himself down into the flower bed, into the earth. He goes down about a foot to 18 inches, and he digs himself out again when he's ready to wake up. That having been said, we don't always let him wake up naturally once he's big, because he hibernated so early last year. Awful summer. Tortoises are very governed by the weather. Because he hibernated so early last year, we decided that by the, where are we now, end of January, we decided to wake him up. And in actual fact, he dug himself back up. He was only a couple of inches under the earth. So I think he was waking up naturally anyway. I guess tortoises' bodies tell them when they're ready to wake up, just like human bodies really. A lot of it is instinct, isn't it? But he's had some adventures over the years. He has gone missing, he's escaped out of the garden, and somebody put a post on Facebook saying they'd found a tortoise about half a mile away. He'd been missing for 10 months at that point. And they'd taken it to the local Pets at Home, and we were able to go and get him from Pets at Home. Luckily, because obviously they need to know that it's your tortoise, we had a photograph of him, or actually had a photograph of him on his phone, showing a slight marking on his shell on one side, so they were able to identify that the tortoise that had been handed in was the right tortoise, and we got him back, but we didn't think we were going to get him back after that. Tortoises are very well known at being escape artists. Anyone who's ever had a tortoise probably knows that. In fact, somebody in my comments last week said that they had a tortoise as a child and it escaped and they never saw it again. So we are quite lucky that Fred has been found. He's also been away all winter one year. He disappeared and then came back. He was walking across the patio in the snow in February. That was about 6 years ago. So don't know where he'd been. He never said. But yes, owning a tortoise is quite entertaining. He'll stay in the spare room until it's warm and dry enough for him to go out, which will probably be about April, May time, I would think, depending on the weather. Let's just take a moment while I wait for the... what is the word for which I am looking? The hob cleaner to soak into the hob, so it's not so hard to clean. I've just made a shepherd's pie for dinner because Will and Georgie are coming home tonight. I think I've said that already, haven't I? Let's take a moment while I wait for that to discuss magazines. Now, not that many years ago, I was a lover of a glossy magazine. All sorts of magazines, cooking magazines, women's magazines, celebrity gossip magazines, your hellos and your okays. I loved Woman and Home, I loved the Good Food magazine. I stopped buying magazines gradually, I think. I mean, I remember the days when the kids were little and we used to do family holidays, and Amanda, my sister-in-law, and I would liaise in advance of the holiday as to who was buying which magazines for the holidays, so we could have a whole selection between us and swap and share. And it was quite one of the nice things about going on holiday was thinking about buying a bunch of magazines to go on holiday. Now, I haven't bought a magazine for a long time. Did have a magazine subscription app on my iPad. I did an ad segment for Readly a couple of times, who are a magazine subscription brand. And I had that for years and I got rid of it about a year ago. And I sometimes got magazines on my iPad, because you can borrow magazines from your local library as well, electronic form. But it's not quite the same as having an actual magazine in your hand, is it? Anyway, fast forward to about 6 weeks ago. Where are we now? February. But no, about a week after New Year, I guess, I was in Asda one Saturday morning, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to buy myself a magazine. So I bought this Platinum magazine, which is a magazine that I've read before. It's aimed at women in their 50s and above, I believe, perhaps 40s and above, I don't know. Has a bit of everything. And first of all, it was £5.50. £5.50. Let's just take a moment to get over that, shall we? But I thought I'll treat myself. I think it was a weekend that Ashley was working. I thought I'll go home, I'll have a coffee, I'll read my magazine, it would be lovely. Well, don't know how many weeks ago that was, but I literally just finished it last night. I don't like magazines anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't enjoy magazines in the way that I used to. And I'm quite sad about it in a way, because magazines were a lovely thing. I mean, growing up, I had Jackie magazine and Just 17 and comics before that, Twinkle, I seem to remember as a young child. But I've always enjoyed a magazine, and I just don't get the same enjoyment from it, notwithstanding the price these days. And just wonder what your thoughts were on it. Does anybody else feel the same, or do you still love a magazine? Does anybody have a subscription to a particular magazine that they think I might enjoy? I don't know. I feel like it's me that's changed rather than magazines, and yeah, don't know what's gone on there, but don't quite know what to do with £5.50's worth of Platinum magazine. If I had a pile of them, I'd probably take them to the doctor's surgery and offered them to them, although I don't think they have magazines in doctor's surgeries anymore. No, they definitely don't in mine. I was in there last week and there was definitely no magazines in there. Probably germs or something, isn't it? Oh, the joys of 2025. Right, I'm going to go and clean my hob. Oh my god, I'm a mess. Oh. I've just been to drop off parcels in the parcel shop, and there was a man, elderly gentleman, who obviously had Parkinson's, and he bought a couple of things, and he was shaking so much he couldn't get them in his bag. I have no idea on that one. And I helped him put them in his bag, and then he dropped one of his sticks on the floor, and oh god, it was just so sad for him. I don't know what's wrong with me, for God's sake. And he was apologising, you know, about holding people up and stuff. And I just thought, I hope he's got someone at home to look after him, and he's not by himself. And I don't know what's wrong with me, for God's sake. Ridiculous. It's really just got me there. Oh dear. Oh, dearie me. Pulled myself together a bit. It's Thursday, and yesterday afternoon I realised that the video that I filmed with Carla, did I say this yesterday? I don't know if I did or not. I don't think I did. Can't remember what I've told you and what I haven't. I realised that video, I went to edit the footage and it only had sound for the first 5 minutes of the 30 minutes of footage that we filmed. The sound just completely cut out. There was no reason for it, and that is not the first time that my new camera has done this, and it also has another intermittent fault, which means that it is now on its way back to Amazon, because it was a very expensive camera. And it made me thank my lucky stars that I bought it from Amazon, because they're so easy to deal with when you have something that's faulty. Anyway, so I've reverted, I'm filming on my phone now, but I've reverted to my old camera for the moment, and that is due to be picked up by UPS today, which is mildly irritating, but never mind. This rain is relentless, however it's 13 degrees today, which feels quite warm, so you know, we'll take the winds where we get them. At least it's not freezing cold still. So yeah, but the rain is absolutely relentless. I'm on my way to Aldi. William and Georgie came back last night and they devoured the shepherd's pie I made. Shepherd's pie is one of those things. Now, I would not describe myself as a good cook. I can follow a recipe and I like to cook new things and different things, but I wouldn't say that I'm particularly a good cook. I've said it before. But shepherd's pie, I nail a shepherd's pie. I make probably the best shepherd's pie I've tasted. It's all personal choice, isn't it? But everybody last night, Ashley, William and Georgie, all said it was the nicest shepherd's pie they've had for ages. So that was nice. Anyway, I'm on my way to Aldi to get something for dinner. I think we're going to get one of their chicken king kebabs and do a quick easy dinner. I'll get some coleslaw. I'm going to do some rice with it and maybe some thin fries as well. They go quite nicely with it. Anyway, I'm all at 6 and 7 this morning. I didn't finish off the story of Carla and the camera. So Carla and I are going to re-record the video, but obviously we're not together. Tomorrow she's kindly offered to give up her time to record it all over again. I'm sure she's got better things to do with her time, particularly now she's working again. But we're going to re-record that tomorrow morning, over her at home, me at home type of thing. So that's good. Anyway, I filmed my favourites for February this morning. Enjoyed filming that. And I'm probably going to go home and edit that because I'm away a bit the next couple of weeks. I've rearranged to go to Mum's the week after next, and we're away in the Cotswolds next week, some of next week, So yes, busy time, busy time. So I'm trying to get a little bit ahead with videos. Look at that, just hideous. It was only meant to rain till 10 o'clock this morning. Just relentless. Anyway, never mind. In good news today, Will and Georgie's flat purchase is getting there finally, and it looks as though it is almost ready to exchange. They're hoping for completion a week tomorrow, but I think they're being a little unrealistic. But I wouldn't tell them that, obviously. Sorry, I'm just looking to put that away somewhere. Look at the state of my sofa. I need to deal with that. And I really need to do some sorting out and decluttering and going through cupboards in my dressing room, which I started yesterday. There's a load of stuff on the floor, but I don't feel enthusiastic about that. I have to say, I do not feel enthusiastic, so I might lie on my bed and read my book for an hour. I'm going out to meet two friends for coffee at 5:30 after work. So it'd be nice to catch up with them, because I've barely left the house this week, what with being at the only things I've done is go to the supermarket and the parcel shop and then just come back home. Not that there's anything that makes it go outside, you know, it doesn't make you want to rush outside this weather at all. But never mind, it would be nice to get out and have a coffee and catch up with my friends anyway. And then tomorrow night with Will and Georgie, I've booked to go bowling in Torquay. Haven't been bowling for years, so that'll be fun. Going to do that and then go out for Italian, I think, is the plan. So that'll be nice, something to look forward to tomorrow. That's mark the start of the weekend. It's definitely not a highly motivated day today. However, I have just been through this cupboard. Sorry, that's my stomach rumbling for some reason. I've no idea why, because I had quite a sizable lunch. Don't know if you could hear that anyway. Just been through this cupboard, which is my sort of evening wear and then summer clothes, sort of out of season wardrobe, this one. And it's really difficult to go through and pull stuff out to get rid of when, I mean, I know a lot of it is going to probably be too big for me. Got a lot of sort of oversized Largan-looky linen stuff in there. But I don't want to get rid of it without trying it on. And I cannot try on summer stuff in February when it's freezing cold and raining outside. And yes, it is actually quite cold now. I know I said it was 12 degrees this morning, but I think the grey and the wet and the misery has just got too much. Anyway, I haven't got you on a tripod. I'm just trying to find somewhere to pop you. Let's pop you there a second. I'll show you the few bits that I've pulled out to get rid of. One is this sort of blue three-piece trouser suit with a sheer jacket. It's really nice. I like it. I've worn it once, I think, on a cruise. But that's definitely going to be too big, so that one's going to go. I'm going to put all of these on Vinted. I'll put my Vinted link in the description box below. This gorgeous dress, which was from Shein last year, I loved it. It's beige, tiered, sort of almost a maxi dress, but it was big on me last year when I was at my biggest, so that is definitely going to be too big this summer, but I loved it. And this top from Roman, which was a lovely sparkly glitter. It's got a V back with a thing across it as well, but it was oversized again. I think I wore this one on my cruise this year, or last year, and it was big on me then, so it's definitely going to be too big now. And yeah, that's it. Just 3 items to get rid of. They will be, as I say, going onto Vinted, so if you're interested in any of those, look out for them. I'll pop the link in the description box below. Right, it's actually stopped raining, which is nice, so I'm not going to get wet on my walk to, oh sorry, too many things to juggle in my hands. Yeah, I'm not going to get wet on my walk to have drinks with the girls or coffee with the girls. I want to ask you a question. My mother is suffering terribly from dry eyes and they water all the time. And since she's had her cataracts done, she had it a bit before her cataracts, but it's really bad now.
and I wondered if there was anyone else in the same position who has had any luck with finding a remedy for this. She has had some drops prescribed by the doctor which have done absolutely nothing, and so I think it's something that happens to a lot of people, isn't it? The dry eyes thing, and I thought I would just ask. So if any of you have had any issues or found a solution, please do let me know, because any and all advice on this subject is very welcome. Thank you. Good evening vlog.
Good evening vlog.
It's Friday. It's Friday evening. We've just finished work. William is here. Georgie's in the shower. Ashley should be home soon. And I was having a beer, and I have just poured myself a cheeky glass of wine. Because we've got good news today, haven't we? You want to tell my vlog what your good news is?
I'm buying a flat and we exchange today.
Yay! Exchange contracts. Cheers to that. Exciting times. They're completing next Friday?
Mm-hmm. She's got a lot of stuff to do next week. A lot of moving.
Yes.
Yes.
You're up in London for work next week, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Georgie's here as well. No, it's alright. It's looking at me. Georgie's got her hair in a turban, so she won't want to be on camera.
The world is not ready to see me.
The world is not ready for Georgie with her washed hair, freshly washed hair. We're off out bowling this evening. We're excited.
Very excited.
Then we're going for Italian food. And, yeah. And I haven't managed to vlog all day because I've had a busy day today. So, it's the end of the weekly vlog. In fact, I might take my camera out and film a little bit of bowling. We shall see. We are at bowling. Can I just say, so this just got off the screen, but I just got the first strike of the evening. It's very noisy in here. Just a quick little outro to say thank you so much for watching this weekly vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next week.